The following is a RackRadioShow.com exclusive.
I came to play, there's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees and pray. You can say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back, watch your future fade. I came to play, get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved.
Alright everyone, welcome back to The Rack right here on WildTalkRadio.com. Joining us right now, the one, the only, the awesome one, The Miz.
I am awesome.
Fantastic. First, I have to offer you my congratulations on your victory last night at Survivor Series.
Thank you very much. It was a great victory. The only problem is, at the end of that victory, I got slapped by Kofi. I was trying to make a good gesture in shaking his hand after the match, and the guy just reaches out and slaps me. The thing is, people have been saying I'm the bad guy, that I wronged Kofi, but then I try to show good sportsmanship, and what happens? He slaps me. But at the end of the day, I won, and that's all that really matters.
I know, we feel it was completely unfair, and we're with you. So we would like to offer you our congratulations because we thought it was awesome.
Well, thank you very much.
We hear that we have something else to offer our congratulations on, and that you are the star of another movie.
I know, it's incredible. I've been so fortunate these days with WWE. You know, a kid coming from the real world. You know, in reality, you're supposed to just be a reality star and stay on that reality round. But coming into the WWE, it's allowed me so many different portals to showcase my talents, I guess you could say. I mean, I got to do the Marine 3 Home Front, which is on DVD right now, and now tomorrow, November 26th, on ABC Family, my new movie will premiere at 7 p.m., Christmas Bounty, and I'm really excited for it because it's a Christmas movie. I mean, I grew up watching Christmas movies, great Christmas movies like, Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, and now I get to be in one, and I hope that it stands the test of time, that every year people will sit down and watch this movie and enjoy with the entire family.
I hope so too. Speaking of Christmas movies, what was your favorite Christmas movie growing up?
Favorite Christmas movie growing up would have to be Christmas Vacation. I loved Chevy Chase, and all those National Lampoons were just hysterical and a lot of fun.
Awesome. I'm personally partial to A Christmas Story.
Christmas Story because it is Cleveland, and I am from Cleveland, so it's always cool to have those memories of Christmas in Cleveland. So I always love that one as well.
We spoke to you before about the Marine 3, and that was earlier this year. I'm curious to know what makes Christmas Bounty different than the Marine 3.
This movie, I showcase a little bit more of layers than in Marine 3. Marine 3 was all about action and fighting and drama. This one has a little bit of romance, which I think the ladies might appreciate. And but it also shows action and drama, and it's a lot more story-oriented and family-oriented. And I think you'll get to see the love that the entire cast had for each other and the connection we all had, and I think it'll showcase onto the screen.
And did you enjoy being in a more romantic role as opposed to doing the action drama? Was the romance and family storyline a little more fun, or do you...
Oh, you give me a movie and I'm happy with it, But this one was fun in a different sense, that the cast really connected, and we were together a lot. On the Marine 3, I was alone doing a lot of the scenes, so I didn't get to have that connection as much as I did with the Christmas Bounty cast.
Right.
Together daily, nonstop for 12 hours. We'd just be sitting there all day, just getting into shenanigans.
Well, that's kind of awesome. Shenanigans are always fun. So what was it like to have a love interest in this one? You got to work with the lovely Francia?
Yes, Francia was terrific. It was a different element to put into me, because even in WWE, I never really had like a love interest.
Right.
So it was a whole new thing for me. And I even had my first on-screen kiss, which Francia loves to brag that I was her first, or she was my first kiss ever on screen. So she loves to brag about that. It was fun though. Like we were doing the screening, and I'm sitting there with my fiance Maurice and my fiance's mother, and then Francia's there. And I told my fiance about it. I had a kissing scene and this, that, and other thing, just to warn her. And she watched it. She goes, "That's it? That's all?" And I was like, "Well, what did you want? Like 50 Shades of Grey? I mean, come on, just ABC Family."
Yeah, you can't get too into it, but that's awesome that you got to have your first on-screen kiss with her, and that you got to have a love interest. It sounds really exciting. I'm curious to know, now that you've that you have been a bounty hunter and an ex-Marine. What's the next role you might want to tackle?
Whatever role WWE Studios brings out to me, I want it. I'll take anything more or less. Not necessarily anything, but anything that's fun and anything that I really think that I could do and just enjoy myself with, because that's what life is all about. Just enjoying yourself, having fun, and as long as I have a great cast around me, a great director and a good story, then I'm all for it.
Fantastic.
So I don't mind. I won't mind playing Santa Claus. I wouldn't mind being in a Freddy Krueger movie where I get killed. That was my dream, by the way. As a kid, I always grew up watching Freddy Krueger, and I wanted to always get killed by Freddy Krueger.
Oh, wow, so you want to be in the Friday the 13th and those kind of films.
Exactly. I love horror flicks. Like, I always wanted to be... I didn't want to be the guy killing. I wanted to be killed. Like, I wanted to be the hero that tries to, that's supposed to win, but then ends up not winning.
Oh, well, we might have to hook you up with the Soska sisters, as I hear they did see No Evil too.
Game on.
We've seen a bit of a character switch for you on television lately. Do you feel like this is a better role for you, or do you feel like you quite haven't found your niche yet?
I've found my niche. It's just being the Miz, and whether people think it's bad or good, it's up to them. I'm not one of those people that harp on what people think. I think no matter what, I'm always going to entertain. And people have been saying, there's a character switch happening and this and everything. I don't see the character switch. I think it's just the Miz making noise because he's not getting the attention that he deserves, and he's not in the place there where he wants to be, and so he needs to switch it up and make some things happen.
Right, absolutely. Maybe we see that switch up happening for WrestleMania 30.
Maybe, you never know. I mean, WrestleMania 30 tickets went on sale, a couple weeks ago and did really, really well. And I'm looking forward to WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans. I think it's going to be a huge, huge event, and I plan on being a major factor in it.
Well, I would love to see you as a major factor. As I think I've told you before, I got to see you main event WrestleMania 27, which was amazing. I'm curious to know, besides main eventing WrestleMania, what was your favorite WrestleMania moment?
All time. I mean, I would have to be involved in it. And I always say the main event of WrestleMania is always my most memorable moment. But the most memorable moment during that time at WrestleMania 27, which I know that isn't your question, which one other than, but there was a moment that nobody actually saw that I had with all my 10 best friends that were sitting front row, that those 10 guys would sit in my living room in 1998 and watch every WrestleMania, every pay-per-view at my house. Those guys were sitting front row during WrestleMania 27 when John Cena's entrance is going on and all the lights are on him, everyone's staring at him. I went over to my friends, showed them the title, and looked at them and said, guys, we did it. And they were just going nuts and ecstatic. And that's like my most memorable moment that I have to this day.
That is completely fantastic. I love that. To sort of transition back into Christmas movies from the past, you could put yourself into a legendary Christmas movie, like Christmas Vacation or The Christmas Story. Where do you see yourself fitting in?
Oh my God, I would, if I had to choose a movie that I would get to play a part in, is that what you're asking for a Christmas movie? I would have to say, I would love to do a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I would love to be, if I was a child, I would love to be in A Christmas Story. I think that would be amazing. I also enjoy, Elf. I thought Elf was an incredible job, and I actually got to do, I did a cameo in the campaign with Will Ferrell, and I have to say, I met a lot of stars in, being a WWE Superstar. We've had a lot of superstars come into the WWE, but I got to talk to Will Ferrell on stage, on set, and what a terrific guy. Just absolutely above and beyond nice. Made time for everyone on set, talked to everyone. Like, it wasn't like he had to do it. He wanted to do it, and it was just a wonderful experience. So if I could ever do anything with Will Ferrell, it would be absolutely fantastic again. And then if it would be a Christmas movie, so be it. Hey, I heard Ghostbusters is opening up. Last time they did Ghostbusters, it was during the winter, I believe, during the Christmas time. So hey, I'm all for being Peter Venkman.
I would love to see you as Peter Venkman. I think you could bring something awesome to that role.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Growing up, we all had our favorite Christmas movie. Now that you have stamped your own legacy on Christmas movies, what does that mean to you?
When they told me I was going to do a Christmas movie, I mean, I was giddy. I was like a 5-year-old kid again, coming downstairs, seeing all the presents under the Christmas tree. It just reminds me of all the things the traditions that I used to do as a kid, and I'm hoping that Christmas Bounty will become some family. It doesn't matter how many families. I hope if it's just one, that's fine. But it'll become a tradition for them that every year they sit down together and they watch this movie and they have a feel-good moment with all of them. So hopefully it has that.
Well, I hope so too. I'm kind of curious because Christmas is right around the corner. Do you have any sort of Christmas traditions that you like to observe? Any special family things that you like to do, or do you guys just sort of just open up the presents and have dinner?
Well, for Christmas, now my tradition is I go to Montreal, where my fiance is from, where nobody speaks English. It's nice, but it'd be nicer if everyone spoke English. I don't speak French, and everyone else there does, and her whole family does, and none of them really speak English very well. So it's like, and I like to talk. I don't know if you noticed that. I enjoy a good conversation. I can't talk to anybody because I have no idea what anyone's understanding. Like, I'm using sign language to try to understand people, and it's a little interesting. But you know what? Her family has a lot of young kids, and it's fun now to watch how excited kids are, opening the presents and talking about Santa Claus. It's just so much fun watching little kids do that, go into their imagination and stuff. And then on Christmas Day, we usually fly to Cleveland and spend it with my family and my friends. So that's kind of our tradition. And we have, like, ping pong tournaments. And lately, I have been very, very bad at ping pong. Normally, I'm like the Forrest Gump of ping pong. But at the plate, I've been really, down on myself and not doing as well as I should. So I plan on winning. We also have bench press competitions in the Mizanin household. And, cousin trains for the bet. You would think I would win. I'm a WWE Superstar, right?
Right.
But my cousin, the insurance agent, basically all year he looks forward to this. He just works out his chest. That's it. I got to do the whole body, So he works out his chest every day and basically prepares for this. So we go back and forth all the time, and it's a lot of fun.
I think you would win just because you've got to beat up guys like Kofi and the Wyatts and all the rest of the roster on a day-in to day-out basis. At least my opinion.
And if I don't win, I'll just cheat. I'll somehow cheat and figure out a way to do that.
The blow-up cartoon barbells or something.
There you go.
And lastly, Ms., one final question. With Christmas coming up, and Santa is probably listening, he checks his list. Has the Miz been naughty or nice? And if you are nice, what would you like Santa to bring you for Christmas?
Okay. I always say that I'm good no matter what. Whether I'm naughty or nice, I always think I'm nice. And what Christmas gift I would want? Nothing. I want absolutely not a coal. I don't want, if I'm bad, I don't want a coal. If I'm good, I don't want any kind of present. Here's why. No matter what kind of present you get, there's always that situation where you say, oh my God, I love it. And whether it's a pair of socks or it's a PlayStation, 4 or an Xbox, whatever, no matter what it is, it's always, oh, wow, this is great, this is amazing. And then the person goes, do you really like it? You go, yeah. And then they always go, do you really like it? No, honestly, do you really like it? Yes, I love it. It's amazing. No, really. And then you just go through that for about 5 minutes. I don't want to go through that. All I want to do is just relax, eat food, watch football, and celebrate the holidays.
Fair enough. I can completely agree with that. We all have those moments where it gets completely aggravating.
Yes, it's annoying.
And on that note, I would like to extend my deepest thanks to Ms. and everybody. Catch the Christmas Bounty as a part of the countdown to the 25 Days of Christmas on Tuesday, November 26th, airing at 7 p.m. Eastern and Pacific Time on ABC Family. And you can also own it on DVD on December 3rd.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear.
So I'm going to have a Christmas Story and a Christmas Bounty Marathon on Christmas.
That's what I'm talking about. That'll work.
Once again, thanks so much, Ms.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Everybody, you're listening to The Rack right here on WildTalkRadio.com, and we will be right back.